There's a lot of fantastic games upcoming in 2024, 2025, and beyond. That's what we're going to be getting into in today's video. A little bit of a different one. It's going to be quite interesting to see exactly what type of games we have in store for the upcoming Xbox, PlayStation 5, and of course on PC as well. But real quick, before we hop straight into the video today, guys, if you are new to the channel, welcome on in. Please consider subscribing to Project Vice, like, and of course turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upcoming upload. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so any of your help would be greatly appreciated. On that, let's get straight into the video. So firstly, coming in at number 10, Marvel's Blade. The upcoming game is going to be developed by Arcane Leon, who are the same developers behind Deathloop and as well as Redfall, also going to be published by Bethesda. Seems that the overview here from the official Marvel website is as follows. In Marvel's Blade, Eric Brooks, in the legendary Daywalker, half man, half vampire, torn between the warm society of the living and the rushing power of the undead. From Bethesda and Arcane Leon, Marvel's Blade is a mature single-player third-person game set in the heart of Paris, now in development in collaboration with Marvel Games. We don't know too much about the release date currently at the moment. The game was announced back at the Game Awards last year in December, so it's still currently in development at the moment. There are some conflicting reports out there though, with some outlets saying that the release date of Marvel's Blade will be in late 2025 at the very earliest. This estimate is based on release dates for Arcane Leon's previous games, which typically fall around 2 years after their announcement. However, another outlet reported saying that Redfall was the latest game from the studio in May of 2023, with 2 years between that and Deathloop in 2021. With that in mind and development taking longer these days, we wouldn't expect to see a Marvel's Blade release date until sometime in 2026 or possibly even 2027. So yes, I guess based off these reports, it's hard to say when exactly this game would be releasing, but it is pretty cool nonetheless. The trailer is pretty kick-ass. I mean, I think it is CGI anyways. However, it does look pretty cool nonetheless. The game is based off the movie adaptation, that being Blade, which starred American actor Wesley Snipes as the character. So it'll be really interesting to see how Bethesda and Arcane Leon go about it with this upcoming title. It's going to be definitely very, very cool to see. Coming in at number 9, Skate 4, or known now as the retitled name Skate. 14 years after Skate 3, Skate 4 is now officially in development. The upcoming skating action game is still very much on the way, with the developers continuing to provide relatively regular updates. While there's still no definitive release date yet, playtests on PC continue to occur. We also know it won't be a direct follow-up or sequel to the games that came before it, which is why it's officially called Skate. So it seems that this iteration in the Skate franchise is going to be a reboot and completely different from any other previous Skate game. This article goes on to say it feels like we've been waiting an eternity, and hopefully we won't have to wait too much longer. While EA is yet to put a Skate 4 release date out into the public, the publisher's CEO Andrew Wilson did state during EA's Q3 2022 earnings call that the skateboarding game will be launching soon. Now, we all know that even with Rockstar Games, soon can mean so many things. It can mean 1 year, 2 years, 3 months, 4 months, whoever knows when soon actually is. It's a very, very subjective term. More in this article though goes, Skate 4 will indeed be free to play. As revealed during a developer stream in mid-July 2022, the devs confirmed Skate 4, or Skate as it is in fact known, will not come with a premium price tag, but will also be not pay to win. There will be no map areas locked behind a paywall, and the devs said while affirming the next Skate game will not have loot boxes or paid gameplay advantages. The devs also cited Apex Legends as a good example of a game doing free-to-play well, as they stress Skate 4 is designed for all players, even those of us who do not wish to spend money on it. So yeah, it definitely does look like Skate 4 is going to be very, very fun for a lot of you skateboarding fans out there. I know a lot of people that have fell in love with the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games back in the day are going to be enjoying this one for sure once it does release. Hopefully there are not many bugs. It seems that they're squashing those bugs at the moment, so hopefully once it does come out, it will be a nice premium product at launch. That's what we hope. But yes, definitely a very exciting game that is going to be coming out in the next few years or so. Coming in at number 8, Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake. So the original developers that worked on the Max Payne 1 and 2 OG games, who are Remedy Entertainment, are going to be developing these remakes. According to their official website, it goes, Remedy Entertainment will remake the iconic Max Payne and Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne as a single title in a development agreement with Rockstar Games. So as you can see currently there at the moment, the release year is to be announced. The games, as you can see there, it is listed as a third-person shooter. Platforms currently at the moment confirmed to be PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the related titles Max Payne and Max Payne 2. A bit of an update on these remakes at the moment. Only just got reported on by Rockstar Intel a few weeks ago that the Max Payne remake has just begun full production. The article goes on to say the Max Payne remake just received an exciting new development update from Remedy Entertainment. The Finnish studio shared the current state of the game's production and the progress it has made since the start of 2024. And more follow-up to this, the Remedy CEO Tero Virtala came out by saying that the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake progressed from production readiness to the full production stage. The development team has been working towards developing the game to an early functional state from beginning to end. In terms of the full production details, it is as follows. The production stage of Remedy's development takes around 200 developers over 1 to 2 years to reach the alpha point. This is then followed up by a beta version lasting 3 to 6 months with a focus on polishing the game and squashing bugs. Based on the fact the game has gone through each stage on the upper time estimate and has a budget as big as Alan Wake 2, which got released back in October of last year, we could see these remakes release in late 2026 or early 2027. So this is absolutely exciting for a lot of you people that are very interested and are very excited for these upcoming Max Payne remakes. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there that appreciate the franchise just as much as myself. I have played Max Payne 3, but I haven't been able to play Max Payne 1 and 2, but I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are so looking forward to this one, seeing that it is going to be made by the original developers Remedy Entertainment in collaboration with Rockstar Games. Coming in number 7, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So we already know quite a fair bit about the game that is going to be releasing later this year on December 9th, and that is going to be officially coming out on the Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5 next year, and PC. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an upcoming video game currently in development by Bethesda Softworks studio Machine Games in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, and is rendered in a first-person perspective with a switch to third-person for cutscenes and environmental traversal. The game is set in October 1937 in the wake of Indiana Jones leaving Marion Ravenwood a week before their wedding, and sees the archaeologist in a pursuit of a mystery that encircles the very Earth itself. So yes, compared to a lot of the other previous games that I've mentioned earlier in the video, this one is going to be releasing in 2024 on December 9th. So we have much more information to go off, seeing that we've already seen the reveal trailer that you're seeing currently on the screen. Also, we have seen gameplay as well. Now, the interesting thing is with the Indiana Jones franchise, with games in general, with the Indiana Jones label, the last time we saw an Indiana Jones game on console that's excluding the Lego Indiana Jones game was Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings that was released back in 2009. That was the last time we have actually seen a mainline Indiana Jones game that's non-Lego related that is going to be releasing later this year. That is definitely very exciting for a lot of the people that are very caught up and love the Indiana Jones franchise, love the movies, including myself. So this is definitely going to be something that I'm surely probably going to be picking up, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are as well. But before we move on to the rest of the video, let me tell you about today's video sponsor, Private Internet Access. A big thank you to, once again, them supporting and sponsoring the channel. As we all are aware, internet privacy is super important. A lot of games though on the market use a P2P model, otherwise known as a peer-to-peer model, where you're essentially not actually playing on a server, but you're connecting to someone else's console and they're actually connecting to yours. An example of this is GTA Online. An issue with this is that it makes it super easy for someone to actually access your IP address, which is unsafe and not secure at all. However, by using private internet access, it will actually help you overcome these issues, as it will provide a barrier between yourself and the other person's console. You can change your location to one of 50 US states or 91 countries. Now, this is beneficial if you are in the US, because you can actually change your location to a nearby state rather than having to ping your location to the other side of the world. So not only will you get super fast gameplay, but still remain completely private in the process. For me, as well as my fellow content creator Cyberboy, we're both using a VPN whenever we're playing online. So if you want to save yourself 83% off and get 4 months free, click the link down below. It's only $2.03 a month, which is an insanely good deal. Coming in number 6, Project 007. So yes, Project 007, which is currently the working title, is being developed by IO Interactive, who are the main developers behind the infamous franchise, the Hitman series, which of course has been critically acclaimed, and a lot of people do love the Hitman franchise that has been releasing on consoles for many years. So yes, they are going to be developing a James Bond game, which is absolutely awesome. We haven't seen a James Bond game in many years. This seems like the perfect marriage. James Bond, IO Interactive are the perfect developers to create this third-person James Bond action-adventure game. This is something I'm so very hyped for. So according to the official IO Interactive website, they go, Project 007 working title is a brand new James Bond video game to be developed and published by IO Interactive. Featuring a wholly original Bond story, players will step into the shoes of the world's favorite secret agent to earn their 00 status in the very first James Bond origin story. So currently at the moment, the game is still in development. We've received a very few updates since the announcement back in 2020, but according to IGN a few months ago, apparently IO Interactive has hired a new mission director, so it seems that they are still hiring currently at the moment while the game is in development. So in terms of the release date, according to the speculation from various sources, one article goes, the only thing we know about Project 007 is that it is currently in development, but not even a window was given for when it might be finished. Given the extended length of development games have now, we would predict a release of around 2026 or 2027, which is definitely quite a fair bit away, but would love to be proven wrong and have it end up coming sooner. In terms of gameplay, which we know currently nothing at the moment, many fans hope it stays in the style of IO's Hitman games, which already feel like a natural fit for a Bond game, which I was saying earlier. Being able to use all of Bond's gadgets in a large and intractable environment like the ones found in the Hitman games sounds like a perfect formula, but it is also possible IO will take it in a different direction. Now, this is definitely true. They could take it in an entirely different direction. However, if you had to ask me, I would say they'd probably stick to the same formula, the same similar sort of gameplay to the Hitman series, just changing it up, putting the James Bond spin on it. I think would be absolutely awesome to see. Like I was saying earlier, this is something that I'm very hyped for, and I cannot wait to see it in action. And of course, once we learn some more information about it as well. Coming in at number 5, Mafia for the Old Country. So this is something that literally got announced the other day as of the recording of this video, and according to the Mafia Game social media page, in collaboration with 2K, their publisher, they go, uncover the origins of an organized crime in Mafia, the Old Country, a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900s Sicily. According to the official trailer, as you're seeing at the moment, and official word from the 2K publisher and of course Hangar 13, that this game will get a little bit more information in December of this year. So we'll see more info regarding the new Mafia game, which is something that I'm really excited for as well. A post from the official Mafia game Twitter page, or X, they came out by saying that authenticity is at the heart of the Mafia franchise and Mafia the Old Country, which will offer voice acting in Sicilian in line with the game's setting in 1900s Sicily. Additionally, Italian language localization will be available for both in-game user interface and via subtitles. So yes, I just wanted to point that out, as that is a particularly neat feature that Hangar 13 and 2K are looking to implement within the Mafia franchise, and it's something that I'm really stoked for, and I cannot wait to see it in action come next year. Now, not only did we get the trailer, we actually got a few screenshots as well that did come out as a result of this announcement trailer, and as you can see, this first image, it seems like headlights from one of those old 1900s car that you would find in southern parts of Italy. Another screenshot that we got was a circular plate with some items on it, that being a knife, a photograph, some grapes, and a cork. Another screenshot we actually got was, seems to be perhaps maybe a Sicilian mansion with a statue, some stairs, a mirror, and I think that appears to be the Sicilian flag. And then lastly, we got this screenshot of a sawed-off shotgun with the highest definition, highest quality lemons that you'll ever see in a video game, which looks absolutely awesome. The attention to detail is immaculate. So yes, this game is shaping up to be absolutely awesome, and a lot of people have been saying that, seeing that it is going to be releasing next year, the same time as Grand Theft Auto 6, that it will potentially rival it, but I would say that it is very, very hard to do. To rival GTA 6 is going to be an absolute task in and of itself, and most likely will not be able to live up to the hype of GTA 6, but nonetheless, this will be an absolutely fantastic title, I'm sure of it, that a lot of people will be interested in playing. Coming at number 4, Marvel's Wolverine. Marvel's Wolverine is an upcoming video game developed by Insomniac Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. Based on the Marvel Comics character Wolverine, it features an original narrative that draws from the character's history across comic books and appearances in other media. It is a standalone entry in the Marvel's Spider-Man series, taking place in the same universe and sharing continuity with the preceding titles. Currently in development and will release exclusively for the PlayStation 5. According to the Marvel's Wolverine creative director Brian Horton, James Logan Howlett's standalone adventure on PS5 will be a full-size game with a mature tone. Horton confirmed this in a response to a fan on Twitter asking whether Wolverine on PS5 will be big or a smaller Miles Morales sized game. And just based off there, that's pretty much confirmation that this will be a big AAA game from Sony Interactive Entertainment and Insomniac Games. We are going to be seeing Wolverine in action with his claws, just like we have seen Hugh Jackman as a Logan within the X-Men movies and of course Wolverine movies as well. So this is definitely going to be something we are going to be so very, very excited. I'm sure a lot of people out there that are very much into Marvel comics and all that type of thing will be very, very hyped for this, including myself. Now, an interesting thing about Marvel's Wolverine is that Insomniac Games actually suffered a ransomware attack in December of last year. If you guys would remember, around Christmas period, they did suffer a ransomware attack that compromised various development documents and personal employee information. Among the surface materials, early in-game images and concept art featuring other characters were leaked online. Not only this, but gameplay was actually leaked online as well, so we saw early developmental footage of Marvel's Wolverine, which is pretty insane to even see. It did look actually pretty good. I'm sure if you guys go out there, you can pretty much find it for yourselves if you are interested in seeing it, if you did miss out on it. As of now though, in 2024, it seems to be development is ramping up, with Insomniac's senior cinematic animator recently revealing that they had shifted their attention from Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which released earlier in the year, to Wolverine. So that is pretty good to see. Even though news has been very, very scarce at the moment, there has been actually a fan online responding to an Insomniac Games post saying that Wolverine news please, with them responding back saying, we'll share news when the time is right, and the right time isn't now. So currently at the moment, they're keeping very, very tight-lipped about any updates in regards to this upcoming AAA title. Now, I would say that when we are probably going to be expecting some more news is probably towards the end of the year, or even perhaps maybe next month at one of the Sony press conferences. Who knows what Sony and PlayStation and of course Insomniac Games have up their sleeve in regards to more information coming out about this game. But I would say, considering that Spider-Man 2 has wrapped up in terms of the game releasing earlier in the year, I'm sure we are going to be seeing this game, more news going to be coming shortly. Coming in number 3, The Elder Scrolls 6. 7 years after the release of Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, which released back in 2011, this announcement trailer got announced back in 2018, and we haven't heard anything since then, which is going on to be about 6 years now since that announcement trailer did occur. According to various reports out there, updates pretty much are as follows. The Elder Scrolls 6 remains very much in development after a significant pre-production phase. It is true. Beyond that, however, there is relatively little that is definitely known about the long-awaited sequel. Starfield developer Bethesda previously announced that the upcoming game had only just moved out of the early stages, so there's no way it's among the new games for 2024. Though it might be relatively quiet out there, demand remains strong for whatever it is that Bethesda ends up making in the same sandbox after the massive success of Skyrim. And more follow-up to this, with the article saying that we also know that Bethesda has post-launch content planned for its intergalactic adventure, meaning that the studio won't be solely focused on Elder Scrolls 6 for some time yet. Still, it's good to know that the project is moving ahead as planned. even with the Elder Scrolls 6 projected to release in early 2026. That said, in March 2024, it was revealed as part of a celebration of 30 years of the Elder Scrolls in general that early builds are very much being played internally at Bethesda. In terms of what Elder Scrolls 6's engine is being worked on, back in 2021, Todd Howard, who is the executive producer and director at Bethesda, explained in an interview with The Telegraph, we'll be using the same engine that built Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, with work on the next Elder Scrolls expected to lead to changes in the engine in order to suit what the upcoming adventure requires. So yes, not too much to really go off currently at the moment. I guess a bit of a summary there is the game is expected to launch in early 2026, pending no delay, of course. That is what the reports suggest out there. And then also as well, that reports are saying that internally there are early builds that are being played at Bethesda. So yes, it seems like it's been ages since another Elder Scrolls game, which is pretty crazy to even think about. The last one that launched back in 2011, like I was saying earlier. It's similar to Rockstar Games and the Grand Theft Auto franchise, but I think it is even worse for a lot of Elder Scrolls fans out there. I mean, the announcement trailer garnered nearly 20 million views, so that just goes to show you the popularity behind it, that it is pretty high. So this is going to be obviously a massive game that is going to be releasing in the next few years or so. Coming in at number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Getting announced in early June of this year, COD Black Ops 6 is an upcoming first-person shooter video game developed by Treyarch and Raven Software for the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. It is set in the early 1990s following the events of COD Black Ops Cold War and the 1980s flashbacks of COD Black Ops 2. So yes, even though the COD franchise has been very hated and a lot of people have been growing tired of this franchise for so many years, it does seem like, anyways, based off the pre-release footage and of course the trailers as well, that this is shaping up to be definitely a much better COD than previous Call of Duties. The sheer popularity behind this franchise and just Black Ops 6 in general is actually insane. I mean, currently at the moment on the official Call of Duty channel, the reveal trailer has garnered over 57 million views. So regardless of the fact if you like Call of Duty or you don't like it at the moment, it is still as popular as ever before. Releasing on October 25th of this year, which is going to be including the campaign mode, multiplayer, and zombies. In terms of the campaign, it is going to be providing a dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay that includes a variety of play spaces with blockbuster set pieces and action-packed moments, high-stakes heists, and cloak and dagger spy activity. In terms of the characters that we are going to be seeing in Black Ops 6, Russell Adler is going to be returning from Black Ops Cold War. Of course, expect familiar faces such as Frank Woods returning as well. And apparently this is the events after Black Ops 2, and especially when there was flashbacks in Black Ops 2. If you do remember, if you did play that story mode, which I did, you will know that Frank Woods was in a wheelchair after he got shot by Black Ops 2 villain Raul Menendez. So it's good to see the developers over at Treyarch keep the continuity of the franchise of Black Ops as a whole alive in terms of the continuity of the storyline and how everything is interrelating within this Black Ops universe. And as with every Call of Duty, multiplayer is of course going to be returning, but what a lot of people are interested in seeing is that Black Ops 6 marks the epic return of round-based zombies, the fan favorite mode where players will take down hordes of the undead with 2 brand new maps at launch, and there's going to be other maps post-launch as well. So it seems that the groundbreaking experiences of both multiplayer and the return of round-based zombies is getting everyone absolutely hyped. Now, whether Black Ops 6 lives up to the hype, we will have to wait and see. Obviously, with all these Call of Duty games coming out every year, there seems to be that initial hype, and then a lot of people do get let down. So considering the view count on the trailer and obviously the franchise as a whole still being as popular as ever before, this is shaping up to definitely be one of the most anticipated games of this year. Coming in at number 1, Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, of course, this was going to be a number 1. It is definitely the most anticipated title, upcoming title on planet Earth. Considering the trailer has over 200 million views currently at the moment, just goes to show you how hyped this game really is. The fact that last Grand Theft Auto GTA 5 came out in 2013. By the time GTA 6 does launch next year in fall of 2025, between the months of September to November, it will be a staggering 12 years since Grand Theft Auto 5, which is absolutely insane. So yes, the fact that we haven't seen a new Grand Theft Auto in that many years, and also the fact as well, Rockstar Games being at the forefront of the gaming industry, the kings, arguably the kings of the gaming industry, and pretty much they are going to reel in a lot of the mass audience. Once again, a lot of people will be returning to play Grand Theft Auto 6. A lot of people will be picking up a PlayStation 5 or one of the new PlayStation 5 Pros once that does come out to play GTA 6 and experience Vice City and Leonida in all of its greatness. But all in all, seeing that this is a main feature on this channel, seeing that I do cover GTA 6 a lot on this channel, it is going to be definitely generation defining and is going to shape the next part of the era of gaming as a whole, and it is really going to be so influential and revolutionary. That is what Grand Theft Auto 6 is definitely shaping up to be. That is what Rockstar Games will want it to be. So yes, call it what you will, game of the decade, game of the century, however you want to refer GTA 6 as, it is definitely going to blow all expectations away, and once again is going to be another Rockstar Games masterpiece. But yes, other than that, guys, that is the top 10 most anticipated upcoming games releasing in 2024, 25 and beyond. I want you to let me know, what was your most favorite upcoming game that is going to be releasing in the next year, 2 years or so? I want to hear from you guys down there. But if you guys did go on to enjoy this video, make sure to like and of course comment down below, and also consider subscribing to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Other guys, make sure to stay safe, have a great day, and I am out.